Am I showing it?
A little bit up. Yeah, there we are. Okay, you're good.
Okay. There we go. So my task for today is to persuade you guys to get active and do something after my speech. And I am calling you to get active in your community by looking into the businesses that are incoming, looking into the charities and the different fundraisers that are going on to be sure that your money is going somewhere important and where you're being told it is. In June of 2022, the Johns Hopkins Society published their annual nonprofit report stating that 12.4 million people are employed by U.S. nonprofits alone in America. The annual wages for that sector alone is $670 billion. That ranks them in third place for America's largest workplace. With that being said, when we look at big empires like the Jim Baker's Heritage USA, that now, according to a 2023 Newsbreak article by Diana Russ, lies in absolute ruins, and North Carolina has no idea what to do with this giant crumbling resort, it's important that we understand that the biggest frauds, according to a study done by Rachel McVeary, are done by the rich. You would never suspect them because it's very easy to judge your local druggie, but it's extremely difficult to see the man in the suit as a criminal. There are many steps to combating these issues of fraud and funding issues in our community, but I'm going to focus on four main ones here. The number one is reporting suspicions. Even suspicions give the police ample opportunity to investigate and build a case, maybe even before anybody is affected or defrauded. You can report, according to irs.gov, you can report on their website, or you can go to the Department of Justice.gov, and you can report to them too. According to a 2023 Reuters.com article by Mara Monaghan, President Biden is dedicated to prosecuting, this year he has said that he's dedicated to prosecuting the misuse of the over $5 trillion that has been given out in COVID-related relief funding since 2020. The second thing, and probably one of the most important things that you can do, is you can sound the alarm to the community by simply telling people what you've found, not accusing, not creating rifts with business owners or nonprofits. You can just simply tell people in 10 minutes or less on a Facebook post or a short video or a letter to your local legislature or your best friend who might be a business owner supporting this person. You can take 15 minutes or less to report these things just to the community. And with that, you'd be surprised at what you will find. For me, one of the biggest alarming things I found in my research and just a lot of different things here in Missouri is in Blue Eye, Missouri, there is it actually on two different websites states that it's two different operation reasons. So Lori's House is a organization that claims to be for sex trafficking victims to come and stay at this home. They claim to be a nonprofit, but they're dissolved as of 2021, according to the Missouri Secretary of State's website. The more alarming thing I found about this program that people donate to is that they're also claiming to house women who maybe don't want their babies, but also don't want an abortion. These sound like amazing little places where you can go and you can get help. But when I looked at their Lori's House website, their official website, they state that the women, the mothers coming into their program are not allowed to have vehicles. They're not allowed to have any form of transportation, no phones, and they're not allowed to get or keep a job when they're in the program. The other stipulation is that if they do have bills of any sort that need paid, medical, etc., they are required to work for the ministry to pay those bills for free, for donations. Would you want to donate to someone who's forcing mothers to live in a home with no way out, no phone, no car, no job, these types of things where they have no success rating after that? So what are they actually providing besides a customer and a worker? Number 3, investigating and evaluating. You do this to determine the registrations. If businesses coming in are registered with the state of Missouri to even do business, you would be surprised at the multiple businesses that I have found in our area that do not have a legal registered business, but they have storefronts all across Main Street. You can report by going to sos.mo.gov and using their business search, you can search by doing this. And you can also go to irs.gov if you would like to search for a tax exempt organization to find out if the local nonprofit is also tax exempt and not pocketing your money. In conclusion, I would like to just state that with fraud becoming more widespread, and according to a 2023 article by Allison Hillendel, it is imperative to our communities that we get active in combating where our money is going, because every dollar that you give, whether you're buying or you're just donating to try to help, every dollar you give is going to grow something. People who are stealing from our communities and from your hard-earned money, they're not going to be as apt to follow the rules and take care of people and see to it that after they leave their programs, they have somewhere safe to go, and they don't just end up at another program and become just another funnel for money for different organizations and businesses. But that being said, we have all been scammed in some way. We've all been defrauded, even in the most minuscule of ways. We understand how devastating this can be to our finances. Some people have been defrauded and lost their homes. That affects communities because somebody might not buy that house if we're in a recession, and that house is going to fall apart, which drives your neighbor's property values down, and all of these things matter. Taking my advice and taking 15 minutes just to get on these websites or to share with someone that you know and love what you have found could literally mean a better future for our upcoming generations, your children and your grandchildren, and the kids that you're teaching and your nieces and nephews. So I want to tell you guys again, when you leave here today, whatever organization you were thinking of while I have been talking, I beg you to go home and look them up for yourself and put your own mind at ease, because we should not have to think in the back of our heads about those things and know that they're not being done right. So, thank you.
Good job.